Yes, like you trying to project this image that we know isn't you. Like you said, the fashions are wearing her.
Yes. I don't like Ashley's confessional looks at all.
Me neither. The bang yank.
The bang, like, I don't like any of it. I'm like, girl, you fine too. It's just like,
there was one that I thought I could kind of, you know how you be trying to give the benefit of the doubt sometimes, because you know I'll be like in my mind, I'm like, I know I'll be hard on her, so I kind of, and then I'm like, girl, stop lying. And I know I've said it out loud, then I have to check myself, like, stop lying. You gotta not lie. You don't like that. And then I check myself and say, are you saying you don't like it because you don't like her? You know how because I try to keep it as unbiased as possible.
That's true.
But like, there's something about, oh my gosh, she just wears me. Mm-hmm. However, someone else that was wearing me, and tell me how because I have to watch your latest review. I didn't want to watch it. Okay. You did Potomac already, right? Yeah, that's right. I got the notification because I didn't want to know your thoughts. Yeah.
Right.
What did you think about the Cowboy Carter party and the way I felt like, now don't get me wrong, I haven't been the biggest fan of Angel. And I think part of that, more so of that, is because I felt like she was trying to big sister Giselle and come at Wendy when Wendy asked her straight up why the energy is different and she didn't care. So now I don't feel for you. However, I was kind of like over the whole, like, I mean, can she breathe? Like, how did you feel?
Okay. Do I believe that Angel moved to Potomac for the show? Partly. Yes. Yeah. Because I think she said that she grew up, she was born and raised in Potomac
or somewhere around, Baltimore. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it could make sense that everything just kind of aligned together where she was thinking about moving back home and then she was presented with the show. And she was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm kind of over the whole, did she get evicted? Did she Airbnb? Did she wasn't a lease? Like, girl, at the end of the day, we know that she didn't own the home because she's already told us she did not own the home. She was looking to buy a home. Like, I just think, like, okay, because she moved for the show.
Yeah, like
who gives a damn? Like, it's like y'all are trying to make something out of nothing.
Yes.
And it does start to, now don't get it twisted. I feel like I have been fair when it comes to Angel, especially with the whole Wendy stuff.
You have.
Stuff for Wendy is very weird, Angel. It's weird to me how you let Giselle kind of just slide on by and all your hate is directed to Wendy.
Mm-hmm. From Wendy laughing.
Girl, that's why I said, that's why the girls be calling y'all colors. But anyway, but this is the thing, like Angel, like it does start to look like a pal on sometimes.
Yeah.
I think what it is Angel does not come across as this like rah person. I think that if it was a girl, maybe like Candace, Kenya, who will argue with the girls, it wouldn't look so like, damn.
Yeah.
I know Angel has put her foot in her mouth a few times. At some point, it's kind of like, girl, like you said, like, let the girl breathe. Like, damn. Y'all just like clear
just a minute.
Like, just give her a second. Like, it does kind of start looking like a pal on, and it's like y'all are palling on over dumb stuff. Like Ashley, did you move back to here to be a part of the group? Okay, girl, if she did, and so what?
So
like,
what?
Y'all don't have nothing else to talk about.
No.
But whether or not Angel was rented or got evicted or whatever, like, who cares? Like, at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, she still got a peach or a flute, whatever.
Right.
She's still a housewife. Clearly, it didn't affect, girl, the outcome of the show.
Come on.
like to me, like, it does not matter why she is going back to Colorado. Because to me, I was saying this the other day. If Angel really wanted to flip it on, see, Angel not quick enough. If Angel really wanted to flip it on them, she could easily say, girl, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I told the girls I had to move and go back to Colorado, and they followed me. Because that's exactly what happened.
Come on.
Because Angel said, I got to go back to Colorado, and I don't know if they caught that. Right? The next scene was Giselle, Wendy, and the other girls getting a text message, girls saying, we invite you on a trip to Colorado.
You know what? You're right.
So, like, Angel could really twist it. Like at the end of the day, girl, I still got my flu.
And
I'm still a head housewife. I'm still in the opening credits. Girl, I moved my family back to Colorado, and girl, production followed, and y'all did too.
and I moved it back in my home.
And I moved back in my home, and I'm still on the show, girl, called The Real Housewives of Potomac, while I live in Colorado. Like, that's how Angel has to switch it up on me.
Because
like,
I truly
have to switch it up.
Yes. When I was thinking of the catfish, and I'm like, I wish Angel had overheard the Charisse and the son, because you could have easily told Ashley, well, we know how you like to throw cats, so I'm not,
I feel like I don't know what I don't know if Angel, because some of the stuff that Angel says in the confessional is funny.
Yes.
But we also know that like at the confessional was a shot afterwards. Like Angel, you're gonna have to bring some of that energy to the reunion. And I'm gonna let me get back to Ashley.
Oh, okay.
When that heifer said that Bobby had a tipper on him, girl, I didn't like that.
Me neither. And you haven't even met him?
I did not like that. I thought that was dangerous. Let me tell you something. The girls who watch my videos know I don't mind dragging these men. But I don't think it's fair to start putting things on people that could really make the conversation go a certain way.
And come on.
I don't want to make this too deep.
No.
He is a big black man.
Come on.
And for you to sit in that confessional and push the narrative that he has a temper, all because he said, we'll get there when we get there, I thought was very reckless.
Come on.
And very dangerous of Ashley.
Yes.
And Angel, you bet to tug on her wig at least half of the reunion to even put some shit out there like that about your husband.
Because once you put it out there, it can't be taken back.
No.
I always say 100% of the people don't like you all the time, even if it's 1%. So that 1% is going to choose to jump on that and try to justify and perpetuate why that statement is true.
Mm-hmm.
I would be, if that was my husband, when I tell you, I would be livid. I would be bringing up, so like when Candace was performing at that resort on the island and Michael found out that she was performing and went and confronted her, and somebody had to like interject so that it didn't go that way, and Candace wouldn't even talk about the entire altercation. That what you're talking about? I would have, when I tell you, I would have talked about her husband laying up in bed with his drawers, begging this woman who wasn't his wife to go back to her house, and it seemed like he was kind of I would have been, he was aggressive. Like I would have, the nerve of you.
And it doesn't make it any better. I don't want to go too left with this. I don't. But I'm just going to go ahead and say this. It doesn't make it any better because, Ashley, you are a biracial woman who I think really identifies as white.
Come on.
Every time I see you, you are, girl, attached to some white man.
Come on.
And now you sit in this confessional talking about this black man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't like it. Angel, you better tug on her wig, girl, until she can't, until you take a whole wig off. Not physically, verbally. Not physically, girl. But you better tug on her. When I say tug on the wig, I'm talking about verbally.
Yes,
girl.
yes.
But you better tug on her wig till you can't tug no more.
Yeah.
Ashley was out of order for that. And it just goes to show again the stuff that some of them say on this show. Like you got Giselle talking about Stacey not being should be around kids. You got Ashley talking about Bobby has some temper on him, doesn't he?
Yes.
Girl, what the hell did you get that from?
Where could that, like you said, him saying that phrase? I was thinking if that was me and my husband in the car, you're hurried, you're frustrated. We didn't flew to Colorado, then came back, and it's like we'll get there when we get there. Like, and you may not have even meant it like that.
I swear to God, I'm telling you, I was like, it's not like. More than likely, they're probably frustrated, agitated, all of the above, because we got to get out this house. We got to move back. We got these young kids, and now we got to drive to this recreational center. Like, it probably was a lot going on. And then you probably got production probably telling them to hurry up. Y'all calling my phone telling me to hurry up. Girl, we'll get there when we get there. Like, I thought that was a real reaction when you take in account of what's probably happening. It's not like they just sit at the house with their feet up in the air. Girl, they have to literally pack up their stuff and get back to Colorado. and y'all calling my phone talking about where we at, and y'all probably have called my phone 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Or at least production is probably like, come on, we need y'all to hurry up.
Come on.
So it was probably out of frustration, but it wasn't out of just like this to this point where you need to try to call out, he has a temper.
A temper.
On him.
And the way he said it, the way she said it, just like you did. And it was almost like she knew what she was doing when she said it.
It's stuff like that where it's like, ooh, girl.
Gutter snipe.
And that's exactly what, and I'm sorry, I'm a little long-winded.
Oh, I love it.
This is exactly why when Stacey, even though I think Stacey be lying, I don't blame Stacey one bit for not wanting to bring her husband around.
Same thing.
I can shoot scenes with my husband while we at this house with this child of ours. We can bake cookies and make tacos and work out. But baby, y'all are a dangerous group of women. And I don't like I said, I don't have no problem dragging these men. But girl, we're not just gonna. Whenever they try to pull that stunt with Charles on the stunt queen, girl, I was about to start calling that man his name. Girl, when that stunt queen tried to pull that, I'm gay, just FYI. So girl, when that stunt queen tried to pull that stunt with Charles, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
When Giselle tried to pull that stunt with Chris Bassett, I didn't like it. When Ashley tried to pull that stunt with Bobby, I don't like stuff like that.
No.
There is too much stuff out here that we could talk about that the men have probably done, but we don't have to make up these narratives to try to push something out there. And then y'all wonder why the husbands don't want to participate in this circus.
Look at how they tried to do Eddie by the whole happy Eddie. When we had a husband that was indeed a predator that we could have talked about.
Yes, come on. And we actually have a predator on the show, Michael Darby.
Yes.
Who's been groping and grabbing on men since season 1 of Potomac.
Employees.
Talk about it.
Employees.
Girl. Had charges brought up against him.
But
y'all
we not
talk about it.
We talking about them. It to me, like you said, there's way more things to talk about. And until you bringing me something I can tangibly see, and I'm tired of hearing there's rumors out. There's a part of me that's starting to think these same housewives are putting these things out. They're not just coming from nowhere.
Yes.
So you could talk about
when they do the rumor, it's probably somebody who slid into their DMs and said they're X, Y, and Z, and they just take it and run with it.
As fact.
And that becomes the rumor. It could be some random person who probably slid in their DMs, probably has a blog with 2 followers. You know what I'm saying? Girl, he with Rodney. I'm just making up something.
Yeah.
Nancy P with Rodney, and then they DM them and be like, "Girl, you didn't hear from me, but so and so and so and so is Eddie." And then they be like, "Oh, well, the rumor is, girl, you ain't heard, girl.
You ain't heard nothing.
You ain't heard that from no shade room, the neighborhood talk, nowhere. You just took that information from one person who probably sent in your DM, and now it's the rumor."
Come on. The things that we know about Juan, that Juan was doing. I'm going to tell you something. I don't think I ever told you this. I know somebody. And if she's listening, she'll know, but I ain't saying no names. Her friend lived across the street from a woman, and I seen the pictures of the multiples of Juan getting out the car. Juan, and allegedly it was the night the news broke about the PayPal woman that he was paying for. His car was parked at that house that I've seen him on the Ring camera. And he was more worried about her finding out than Robin. I seen it. So when I say, you talking about the street say, unless you got proof like me seeing somebody in and out, at one point, I swear, it almost looked like he waved at the Ring. I don't think he waved, but he was multiple. So, I don't want to hear nothing. Just
nothing. Especially, let me tell you something. I get it, Giselle. I always give Giselle her credit, right? When it comes to Sherman. Giselle was actually okay to me prior to Sherman.
Same.
Giselle, once they really met, Giselle has been hell on wheels ever since. She's coming for husbands, boyfriends,
anybody.
So I always acknowledge that prior to Sherman Gate, Giselle was messy, but she wasn't that bad.
She was one of my favorites prior to that.
She was one of my favorites. She was on first. Me too. Me too.
And I have to be honest with, I didn't like Candace because they were going at it. And then one day I said to myself, why you don't like Candace? Oh, because she's going against your fave. And I decided to start giving her a chance.
I didn't. You know what's so crazy? I didn't dislike Candace, but I didn't like Candace. Candace was one of those girls who were just there.
Okay.
I started becoming a fan of Candace. I think because I felt like she was being mistreated by the viewers.
Yes, and that we don't like a.
I don't like a gang up all like it's kind of like, and that's really what it was. But because if you go back and watch my reviews, I was just like, to me, Candace was just that like, okay, they got a Candace girl, whatever, girl, I don't know. But it wasn't until I felt like Candace really was being mistreated, and that's how I became a fan of Candace. But Giselle, I get it, girl. They really messed up your relationship with Sherman.
They dragged you,
girl, and you ain't been the same ever since. But I can acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, Giselle, you ain't even got no man, and you be the first one going out to somebody's relationship. I'm not trying to throw not having a man in nobody's face because I ain't got one either. But what I'm saying is, it sure is funny how the woman who is single, supposedly, girl, you be the first one to have something to say about somebody's relationship.
Mm-hmm. I
get what happened to you, but I'm with Stacey also, and I call this out on my review. Girl, if you floating around the DMV with a man,
come on,
your daughter,
you're not just dating.
You just not dating.
Because Giselle doesn't strike me as the type where all these men are meeting her daughters. Stacey did an interview with Carlos King. I haven't watched it. You saw the clip? You saw the clip about her talking about Giselle, and she's like, why are we just accepting this? And I was like, she's absolutely right.
Come on. I'm with Stacey.
Me too.
I'm with Stacey. I'm not bringing my man around if everybody ain't bringing their man around.
Come on.
I don't trust y'all.
And as a matter of fact, I'll do you one better. At least, like you said, at least Stacey's bringing him on camera. And she brought him to a group scene, and he stayed for as long as they wanted him to stay. I am with
baby, 32 minutes.
He said, but that goes to show for me, he do love her. Against everything in me, I'm gonna show up for you.
I'm gonna show up for you. And that's like, I'm not even mad. He's showing up.
Remember last season they blurred his face in pictures? I mean, now he's showing up.
They did. That's why I'm not mad. I'm really not mad at Stacey and Timo moving the way that they move. I have seen the way that y'all treat some of these men on the show. As much as I want to be on the show, I know what the show can do for me, but I still need to try to be as protective as possible of my family, of my husband, because I know how y'all get down. Y'all get real dangerous with people in their lives, and I don't like that. Girl, let's talk about the truth. The truth is your husband, Ashley Darby, was out here groping on men.
Come on.
And from what Candace said, girl, he was paying girl to gobble on BBC.
Did I ever tell you that?
Y'all don't want to talk about that.
Listen, it could be hearsay. All I know is somebody I know very well used to look. This is alleged. Yes, allegedly. They worked at a restaurant. They had actually applied to work at Oz, which was funny, but they worked at a restaurant where one particular day of the week, Michael Darby would be in there allegedly with other people, possibly maybe watching horses and betting. And he said that the guy that possibly maybe allegedly ran the money was like, hey, do you know who this man is? And the person I know was like, no, I don't know him. And the guy was like, show him your wife, Michael, show him your wife. Oh, she's on the Real Housewives, pulled up a picture. They got to talking. Oh, that's what's up. And when they left, the guy who has been friends with him for years, who worked at this place with the person I know, said, oh yeah, him and his wife both smash men and women. And not that that's a big deal, but when you have Ashley trying to act like all the what's been saying isn't true about him, but you are run mad to tell everybody else's business. And so then when Candace brings it up and says he pays for it, it's like, oh, now you want to try to sue. So that's why it's like,
I have said before that I believe that Ashley and Michael slept with men and women, and it wasn't just Ashley. I felt like Michael slept with men.
Yes.
Ain't no wrong with that.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
But
Nothing wrong with that. But when you want to come,
I'm just saying, like Ashley and Michael always gave me the bisexual couple who goes out and gets men and women.
yes, exact, yes.
That's it.
And so, but I'm looking at you on the show either, and I know there's to a point, like you said, where you protect what you have. But if you're gonna come to me based on other rumors, I can come to you based on rumors about yours as well. And that's what gets me.
And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it was a rumor. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it was a rumor. When Candace said that, I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it was a rumor. One, I don't think Candace doesn't give me. She's just that reckless. She's just not really just reckless like that.
Yeah.
So for Candace to say something like that, I felt she could because I don't know her at all. But she doesn't give me she's that reckless.
Yeah.
If she said that, it's because girl, she really feels or knows it's the truth. The second thing is this. I don't care what nobody say. No woman is going to sit there 6 inches from somebody while another woman says that your husband pays to give fellatio to men, and you're just like, Ashley's response to me, girl.
I think about if it was me and Corey. We have already had the conversation, and I've already told him, I know they say it's a great opportunity, and I always laugh. I've mentioned you saying this before. I told somebody, just like Rodney said, I could be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, have a beautiful townhome, a credit card, and a designer bag and some heels.
Hello.
So because I know what comes with that, and because I know that him and I are Bonnie and Clyde, because he's gonna come at you too, and we're coming as a team.
I know that's right.
So there's no way I would have been able to sit there and been and if he didn't come that way, he would be like, understandably, this show is not gonna work. It's not gonna work for us if this is how the show is coming for you.
Like, I'm not expecting Ashley to just hit Candace in the mouth, but your reaction wasn't, girl, you're a goddamn lie.
Hey, come on.
It wasn't. It was just kind of like, I don't know. I just thought her reaction was weird.
So did I. She didn't even hit back. She didn't even hit back. To me, if I was her and Giselle's friend, even if it wasn't you, I'd hit back with, he's not making anybody uncomfortable in rooms. Like something.
Right, something. Like, exactly. Like, you didn't even have any type of, it was just kind of like, I just thought her response was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Candace putting that out there. And Candace is not a person who we've seen just be reckless with her mouth. So I felt like when she said it, Ashley's response kind of told me everything, like, oh shit.
And she said a name too. She put a name on it.
Well, that's another thing too. And she said a name. To me, when the girls and boys start to drop names in stories, oh, baby, it's some truth.
Yeah.
But Keith said, oh, Keith. You know, sometimes we be like, well, I heard.
Yeah.
No, when the girls say, Tarita said, Rodney said, girl, Keith said, James said,
yes.
Maria said.
And you're saying it to that person?
Girl.
I believe it was true too. I've always, when we saw the video of him laying in that bed in his drawers, asking that woman, well, can we go back to your house? And she's saying, I knew then, and then her response to him, I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And that's what I mean. Again, I know we've said it before, but it's just like the nerve. If you're going to bring up rumors that you've heard about me, okay, I'm willing to say all's fair, but then all is fair.
That's it. That's it.
It's the even. I mean, the rumors that y'all brought up about Monique, I've never been her biggest fan, but the rumors that y'all talked about with her trainer, but Michael wanted to sue Candace when she made that. It's like, and you wanted to make it seem as if Candace was reckless. Like, but y'all, when you talk about Ashley talking about men on the show, I will never forget when she may not have said it verbatim, but when she implied Monique's drinking had a lot to do with her miscarriage. And Chris came on that stage and told us that and was almost in tears because of the comments, the backlash that his wife was getting from social media because of the implication. Because people were like, she never said it. She implied it, which is why Chris came on and said what he said. Ashley just looked at that man like this.
She definitely implied that Monique's drinking had something to do with the miscarriage.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely did.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, buts about it.
So it's like,
and then even in the confessional, I think at one point before she even implied that, she let it be known that Monique was drunk. And remember, Ashley said that she fell asleep in the parking garage. Well, I slept in the parking garage. You lying ass self. You know you ain't slept in no parking. You cranked your car up like everybody else cranked that car up, and you took your ass home.
You did not sleep in no parking garage.
Girl, Monique. What did Ashley say? How did she say it? I always say it.
I know. Yes, you do. I know what you're talking about, and I can't think of it, but I know the phrase.
I always say it because I say it.
Was it?
My mind just went blank.
It was like,
Monique, how did she say it? Damn, I can't remember. I'm gonna text you.
Okay. But I know the phrase though because I know I've heard you say it, but I can't think of it
all the time.
And she says it very like,
yes, like basically Monique knows and I know, and we both know the truth. And Monique had those margaritas or whatever drink she had, and then she said she slept in her car. So,
and then she doubled down on Watch What Happens Live in her confessional. When they went out to dinner, wherever it was they stayed, remember? And she brought it up at the dinner. It was like, girl, do you not understand? Even if that were true, you really like.
Yes.
And we supposed to be cool?
Yes. Ashley didn't like. I used to go for Ashley back in the day, like her first season when she was like, Robin has $25.11.
She was swinging on a swing.
Girl, she was sweet girl. I wasn't. Ashley was my fave, but I don't know. Ashley,
it gets to a point where, like, it's now it could be dangerous for the people on the show, and especially when you know the fandom, you know the blogs, you know people. We are going to talk about these stories if you're bringing them up, and like I think she's put herself in a place where she's not to be trusted. And I go back to Giselle. I've said this before. I will never forget. There was a podcast. Gosh, it was called the Bravo something, and it was like the Bravo official podcast, and it was hosted by a guy and a girl, and they had one of the old producers of Potomac on, and they asked him, "Who would you hang out with? Who would you smoke a cigar with? Who would you do that?" And he said Giselle was really funny, but Giselle will call you and be like, you know, so and so and so and so, and he'll be like, Giselle, that did not happen. And she'll say, oh, okay, bye. And it was frequently. So when he said that, you got a producer saying you get calls from Giselle saying, you know, this, and this was on a Bravo podcast. I was like, oh, I can't believe. I need proof of what she said.
Even this season when Giselle sat there in the confessional and said, I don't even have to make up stuff anymore. Said, baby.
You know, when she said to Wendy, you know, Bobby said he don't like Eddie. And the way Wendy started laughing, I said, oh, if they wasn't getting along, that would have been said. And then for her to say, okay, I made it up like it was funny.
And the gag was, I was about to believe Giselle. I said, that's a lying ass, baby.
I was so glad Wendy didn't feed into it and just started laughing. Girl.
What are you doing? This is you really just be making stuff up.
Literally. And they want to say
with a straight face.
And say adding sauce. Girl, what? And that's why I could never do a show like that, because I already know it could bring things out of you. I'm not just randomly walking around here fighting. I haven't gotten into a fight since right before I was married, and that was 23 years ago. Right. But I can see.
No, for real.
Like
you, to me, I do get like, this is what they signed up for, but I also feel like like, I just don't know if I could do a show because my nerves would be bad. Girl, y'all would see a side of Rodney that I just would not want to be out there. Like, girl, they are really like, because they really, it's like they want you to cut up and act a fool.
Yes.
But then they don't want you to cut up and act a fool too much. But then the stuff that y'all do, it really could cause somebody to like spiral and like tear the whole room up. I'm wrong.
and walking out on set in cuffs.
Yes.
Because
like y'all take it too far.
Yeah.
Y'all take it too far.
that could affect people's real lives. I will never forget, as silly as this is, when Brandy Glanville talked about Joanna Cooper smelling fishy on Watch What Happens Live, and Joanna said she lost a tuna deal because of that. Yes. So unless and I remember reading that, unless the blog was lying to me, but I'm pretty sure Joanna said that out of her mouth, and I said she should be sued. So when Joanna sued her, you should be sued
Right.
for everything. You can't just say statements like that.
No. Then it's not because you're starting to affect my livelihood and my coin.
You know what I hope for Stacey? I hope she gets a breath mint deal.
That would be so foul.
Like,
I thought that was so whack when they pulled that stuff with Stacey.
Because it was like, and people were like, "Oh, y'all are clutching your." I saw comments, "Y'all are clutching your pearls" at the things that Candace used to say, and I would say, in response, number one, in response. Also, where did this come from? They didn't smell it last season.
I thought it got nasty to me when Andrew Cohen
Come on.
decided to get the game out of it on Watch What Happens Live. I thought that's when I was like, this is getting like, it's one thing for you to get into it with somebody, you be like, oh girl, shut up with your stinking breath ass. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's another thing for me to be the butt of a joke on my boss's
Come on.
show, and y'all are making a game out of it. Like, that's the stuff where it's like, damn, like y'all can't even. I just didn't like it.
And you're supposed to be impartial because you're my boss. So now what am I going to say back to you?
Exactly. Because I'm also talking about your breath. I'm also talking about how Nene and the girls was out here saying how you offered them a line of bumps. Hello? Then I'm going to be in the wrong. You worried about what's coming out of my mouth, but the girl said that you was putting something in your nose. You see what I'm saying? But see, Stacey can't say that.
Yes.
That's her boss.
Yes.
But you can talk about my breath on TV. But if I talk about what's going inside your nose, then I'm gonna lose my job.
I'm not even a friend of. Like, I have no job.
Okay, allegedly.
Allegedly.
What they say is going inside your nose. But yeah. It's just some stuff that's kind of like, I get it. It's housewife stuff. It is what it is. But when we start to take it to the point where now you're making fun of me on my boss is making a game out of it, it's kind of like, girl.
And then you can't tell me why you don't like me. I said Jassy did her job when they was at that elevator, and Jazzy says, "Oh, so you don't like her either, Giselle? Why?" And forced her to say just the things that I've heard. Well, we've heard things about you. Karen said you had a hot pocket and had to spend some time in Sing Sing. So what if Stacey said, "I heard that about you, and I'm treating you based off of what I've heard about you"?
They have no. You meet people and you don't like them. Like, I get a vibe from them.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Right? It happens all the time. Like, something about them I just don't like. But girl, the way that they are going about Stacey, girl, they acting like Stacey said, like even Kay.
Can we get into it? Go ahead. I was going to say, Kay can't concretely tell us why she doesn't like Stacey. And I thought it was interesting when she said, "Well, you want everything, my life, my this, my that." But then in this episode, when you got a picture frame, you say, "We don't do it for the outside people to sparkle." So then what does Stacey really want?
I think Kay came into this season not wanting to talk about her relationship. Mm-hmm. This is what I think. I don't know this. I think Kay came into this season not wanting to talk about her relationship because it was a big topic of conversation, at least with her screen time, last season. So I think that she wanted to go a different route, and she's picking fights with the girls, but the fights are not landing. To me, they're not.
Same.
Like your beef with Wendy, girl.
Come on.
Now you don't like Stacey, and Stacey ain't did nothing to you. Like the hate that Kay has for Stacey is weird to me.
Yes.
And I had to agree when Stacey said at the beginning of the season that every time I'm around you is negative. And it is true.
Yes.
Like every time I come around you, girl, it's not like, "Oh, hey girl, how you doing? What's been going on? How was your weekend? Like, it's always a negative scene that we have to shoot.
The first one together at Giselle's house.
Girl. I feel like, and I don't want to put everything on Giselle. I don't. But I do feel like Kate just was following in Giselle's footsteps. We don't like Stacey gonna be the target.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Like, y'all really don't have a reason to dislike Stacey.
At all.
Like, at all.
And what
in real life, Stacey really ain't did shit to nobody on the show.
Not because even if she lied about her and TJ. Okay.
She do anything to you.
Like,
and my thing is this. Okay, let's say Stacey did lie about TJ, which I think she did.
Me too.
What's the difference between me lying about my relationship? Giselle, you just had that boy from Summer House.
Come on.
The show, trying to act like that y'all were in a relationship. Is Jamal coming? Y'all don't remember you getting back with Jamal? And everybody thought it was a lie?
And the binder coming out of him saying it allegedly, or whatever the girlfriend said that it was, and the picture on his Instagram when they both had on matching T-shirts. One said the plot and one said something. So, like, come on.
I remember that. I remember that picture. Yes. Ashley, you were just at the reunion the year that Candace's last season, talking about how you still rub Michael's feet. Do you remember Ashley?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
She's been going through a divorce for years. So, whatever the reason is that Stacey lied, she ain't did nothing no different than what y'all done did.
Nope.
Y'all don't have no reason to dislike that lady. If anything, she took a page out of your book.
Come on.
And y'all just mad because, girl, she did it better. That's it. But other than that, Kate does not have a reason to dislike Stacey. No. Ashley doesn't. Like, Stacey hasn't done anything to anybody. While yes, you might question the stuff that she does, but it's not to the point where you should hate her the way that they hate her.
Yes.
Like Wendy said, I'm paraphrasing. Like, yeah, she got her ways, but girl, she's a sweet person at the end of the day. Like, it's really not that deep.
It's not that. Wendy was willing to let it go, and when Ashley and Stacey got into it at Stacey's event, Stacey had Ashley off her feet a little bit when she said, Wendy chose to let it go. Why are you still dealing with it? What can you say? The person whose line it was, or her husband, said, I'm going to let it go and move on. Why are you still dealing with it?
Like, and that really could have been some type of beef between Wendy and Stacey. You know, you saw the cannabis line, now you're naming it a Nigerian name. Like, it was there to kind of start a beef. Mm-hmm. But if Wendy and Eddie can be like, girl, we don't care. Like, it's not. If they can let that go, then y'all can let go of us thinking that Stacey and TJ were a lie. It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
And what really got me with that was Ashley and Giselle. Giselle has been known to add sauce, aka embellish, aka lie. You want us to believe that you saw pictures of court documents that nobody can find online, that TJ was suing Stacey, but you didn't get the screenshots. But then when Stacey showed you screenshots of her divorce, Giselle said, that's not what mine looked like. That's not real. She's showing you documents, but you want us to believe that you saw court documents from TJ and have no screenshot of. Again, y'all know.
Stacey better than me because I would have told them I don't have to show you shit.
Because I know I'm divorced.
Girl, nothing.
And then they're looking in the wrong state. You know what it reminded me of? Alexia and Marisol with Adriana when they didn't scroll all the way to the bottom. I remember that. Oh, well, I didn't scroll. So what? Like,
right. A mess.
Out of everything that's going on with Potomac, because I know I don't want to hold you all night, and I know you have places to be. Because I just wanted to get your quick thoughts on Married to Medicine too, if you have time. Okay. With Potomac, I know that it seems like it's a more of a light season than in seasons past. I call it my cotton candy. Like, it's not full of substance, but I like cotton candy. I enjoy eating it, and once it's gone, it's gone.
I'm so used to that.
It's my cotton candy. Like, that's what that is. That ain't. What do you think overall of the season? If you had to grade it from 1 to 10, what do you think? And what is your starting lineup for next season? If they said, Rodney, we want your input. We want to turn the reins over to casting to you. Who would you bring in and why?
Okay. I will say, start out with the season. The season is not that bad to me. It's not.
I agree.
It's not horrible. I was even like, some of the people who are like, I'm tired of Potomac. Like, I get it. But Potomac is really not a bad season.
Yeah.
Will I give it a 10? No. Like you said, I think the analogy that you use about the cotton candy, it's like the cotton candy. I would say that. It has given me something to talk about.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I think it's BS with some of the stuff that's happening on the show, like y'all really talking about Stacey's breath, but it's still giving me something to talk about in my review. Is what it is. But it's not a bad season.
I agree.
Well, out of a 10 so far, I'll give it like a 7.5, 8.
I agree.
A 7.5, 8. It's really not a horrible season.
Mm-mm.
Now, who I would bring back next season?
Yes.
Okay.
And you can have friends of too if you want.
Friends of, okay. Karen.
Yes.
Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
Stacey.
Yeah.
Tia.
Mm.
Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is where we start to kind of get, I don't know.
Okay.
I want Candace back.
Same.
But I was saying last night, I think I would be okay with Candace coming back as a friend of, to kind of get her feet wet, because I know that stuff between her and Monique is still...
Ooh, baby.
And her and Giselle is still...
Yeah.
So I want Candace to come back. I just don't know in what capacity. I don't know if I want her as a full-time or a friend. Either way, I would be okay, honestly.
I like that. I hadn't thought about that. That is a good way to ease it back in.
Yeah, because in my head, I've always just pictured her as a housewife.
Yeah.
And then last night, I was like, oh, Candace could probably come back as a friend of. That way she could kind of ease back in.
Yes.
Because the Monique, Giselle of it all, I don't think they really like each other in real life.
There's no way. There's no way.
And I think it would just, I think that it would get very, very, lack of a better word, dark really fast.
Okay.
But I don't think it will be anything that is really necessarily Candace's fault, if that makes sense.
Yes, I get it. Yes.
Because her coming back and addressing the things that need to be addressed would be because of the things that you said, Giselle, about my husband.
Come on. Yeah.
And I just want to say something real fast. I said this before. I think a lot of the people who don't want Candace back, it'll be because it'll ruin the bubble that they have about Giselle. Because, Giselle had a nice little rebrand.
Mm-hmm.
She had a nice little rebrand. And at one point, even I was like, oh, Giselle, not that bad. But I still love you for your works, too.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that for some people, if they know if Candace comes back, then we'll have to go back to why they fell out. We have to address the things that Giselle said. And it'll just kind of go start this whole...
Yeah, you're right.
I want Angel back. I know it sounds crazy.
No, I could see it. I agree.
I want Angel back. I wouldn't mind Monique coming back also.
Okay. Full-time or friend?
Friend is fine with me, because Monique don't give me all that anyways.
No.
Monique is just fine as a friend. And then Kay could probably go Kay could probably go. Or if Kay came back, Kay could come back as a friend. I really think Kay should have stayed as a friend.
Yes.
I think the housewife role, I think the friend role is not appreciated enough.
Mm-hmm.
Kay, I think if Kay would have stayed a friend, she would have been okay. But I think once you get into that full-time role, you have to get full-time storyline.
Yes.
And I think that's where it starts to become too much because now you're starting. I feel like I call it the Marlo effect. Like Marlo was okay. I know people didn't too much like Marlo, but Marlo was okay as a friend.
She was really good.
She got started, was messy, and then went home.
Yes.
When she became a housewife, it was like, girl.
Yeah.
I knew we were going down the wrong road. Not to be vulgar, but when she made the comment about Candy and her vagina,
yes,
I don't want to say what she said.
Yes,
but you know what she said.
I know what she said.
And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, like where is this coming from?
Like where is this coming from? This is so like low that like Marlo. Whoa.
Yeah, I agree. I 1000% agree. Like this isn't what we
wasn't like her and Candy were like beefing and fighting. Like at least it could make sense if I knew you hated her and she hated you and y'all had been fighting all season. But it literally just came out of nowhere. So it's like to me, Kay is having the Marlo effect where she became a full-time housewife and she's trying so hard and it's just not landing. And maybe, girl, you should have just stayed a friend because it probably would have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that would be my lineup. Karen.
I like that.
Karen, Wendy, Tia, Stacey, Giselle. Oh, I didn't even mention Ashley.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I see.
And then I really want Candace to come back, but whether she's a friend of or a housewife, I really wouldn't care. And then I do want Monique to come back, but as a friend of.
Yeah.
I want Angel to come back. Somebody gotta go. And so that's too many people.
Okay.
There might be too many people. Kay can go. If I had to let someone go, it would be Kay.
It would be Kay. I agree. And I think with the Angel thing, at first I was just like, kind of like get her off. But then I said maybe she just like every housewife, unless they are just horrible, should probably get 2 seasons at least. Because it is something new.
I think a 2 season yeah. Unless they're just completely horrible, like to me, Diana from Beverly Hills. Girl, get off.
Yes, if you are racist, homophobic, xenophobic, transphobic, any of those, you gotta go.
Girl, you gotta go. Girl, you gotta go. Matter of fact, girl, don't even finish shooting the season. Girl,
cut them right on out.
Okay.
Who did they do that to? When I was watching Love Island, they got that girl right up out of there after 3 days.
I heard about that. I don't watch Love Island, but I heard about the girl. They got her right up out of there.
You heard a voiceover. Yulissa has left the villa, and they kept right on moving.
So it's like that where it's like, okay. But I do believe that like that would be my girls to come back next season.
I agree. And I'll say Ashley, there was something I wanted to say earlier when we were talking about Ashley. And like with Monique coming back, there's a part of me that believes Monique's reband, and there's a part of me that's like watching her in interviews and I'm like, oh, okay. We're getting 2 different people. But I will say, watching Ashley after knowing what happened with Monique, I do believe there was a buildup and there was this and it came out on Candace, right? Watching Ashley try to re-trigger her by bringing up things that she has said she doesn't want to talk or is over. This is supposed to be your friend and you keep bringing up things. I don't know if Monique is going to cuss Stacey out or go off. You keep trying to put them in scenes together. You are trying to re-trigger her. And that's where, again, she becomes dangerous because Monique could have done the work, but it could take something like this to slip you back real quick. And you're trying to re-trigger, again, your friend.
No, even with the whole Chris Samuel stuff, which was BS to me, if you really were concerned about Stacey sleeping with Monique's husband, even though, girl, that wasn't her husband.
Come on.
You would have told your good Judy.
Come on.
I wouldn't have waited to get you down to the. I would have gave you a heads up, like, girl, listen, no, FYI. You know, we filming today, and they might bring up some shit about Stacey and Chris, so it won't catch you off guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I do feel like, to back up what you're saying, I feel like Ashley wants to see Monique cut up and yank somebody up.
Yes.
Yes. Like, even when she walked into the restaurant, when she was sitting down with Kay, I think Kay made it first.
Made
that comment about, like you said, I don't know if she's gonna, I'm paraphrasing, I don't know if she's gonna curse Stacey out or like, you know, fight her. Whatever she said, I was like, oh girl, like you really want to see Monique fight.
Right. Like why do you
Monique fight?
And it brings me back to what you said after season 5. Y'all don't want the reason y'all want Monique back. Y'all are not naming iconic scenes. Y'all want her to fight.
That's it. Mm-hmm. And I hate that for Monique.
Me too.
Because anytime there's a conversation that started surrounding Candace and Monique, or even just Candace, the majority of the comments that go against Candace, they're going to say something about Monique coming back on the show to yank up Candace.
Yeah, and it's like
I do not want that for me. I don't want you to want me back on the show because you just want to see me, girl, fight.
Right.
Want me back on the show because, girl, I'm entertaining and I'm foul and I'm that Nene Leakes of the show, and girl, I'm funny and I'm a Kiki, and like that's why I want you back. That's why I would want you to want me back on the show. Not yes. You want to see me fight, girl.
Like, and you know I'm trying to move past that.
Yes. That's like, the thing.
Why would you want that? So I just like when you brought up like saying Ashley not coming back, I thought about that. Like, yeah, I wanted to touch on that. Like, leads back to Ashley being dangerous. Mm-hmm. Because you're trying to trigger. Speaking of fighting, I know we're moving on, but I have to say, child, this is why Stacey is so good to me. When she said, "Oh, we know you like to fight. We've seen it."
Let me say something. Can I say something?
Yes. Yes.
In my head, Stacey low key be calling Kay ghetto as hell. Y'all have to catch the stuff that Stacey says when she interacts with Kay. Like, I know you'll chin check me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know you like to fight. We know you can.
And the way she said,
why don't talk like that? Like, to me, Stacey be calling Kay ghetto hood rat from Tennessee.
Yes.
Shout out to Lisa Nicole. Like, that's what Stacey does when she interacts with Kay. She low-key calling her ghetto.
You are so right. I never even thought about that. She just saying it. And even though Stacey said, "All right, Detroit," and Stacey had the glass and said, "All right, Baltimore."
Yes. Like, she's low-key calling her, like, when Stacey is tapping on Kay, she really calling her ghetto.
Yeah. That is such a good point.
She does a good way.
Yeah.
I clocked. I was like, "Oh, girl, Stacey is calling Kay ghetto." She just says it in a way where I feel like some people might not. But I call what, and I'm not mad at it because Kay, you started with Stacey.
Yeah.
She's doing it in a way.
She dressed it up in QVC.
Yeah, she dressed it up in QVC. There we go.
Oh, that is so good, Rodney. Oh, yes, that is good. Okay, and then the last thing, so I'll let you go. Your thoughts on Married to Medicine, beginning to end, whoever you want to pick out.
This is just me.
Okay.
I love Married to Medicine.
Same.
I have always felt that Married to Medicine do not get the props that they deserve. I feel like Married to Medicine, even though they've had their moments where I'm just kind of like, I feel like it's one of the best and most consistent shows on Bravo. I really do. Mm-hmm. With that being said, you know who I want to talk about?
Come on.
Toya.
Oh, I'm about to close the computer because my girl. Oh, listen. Can I just say this real quick? Oof. Mm-hmm. I have always loved Toya, even though I know she can be. There was something about her that I loved. And this episode, I wanted to pull up my couch cushions, fold myself in them, and put my cushions back over me.
That was snorted. Oh my God. Listen. Toya has always been one of those girls where like I can take or leave her. I never disliked Toya. I never went up for Toya. Toya was just there to me. Like she was like, that's how I used to feel about Karen. Believe it or not, now like I love Karen. Okay. But I used to feel that way about Karen. I used to feel that way about Candace. Like if they there, they there. They not, they not.
They not, yeah.
The way that Toya talks to Eugene. Let me tell y'all something. I don't go for a lot of men, but I go for Dr. E. That's a
yes, good man. You do. Yes, you do.
That's a good man, Savannah. I don't care if it's a man and a man, a woman and a woman, a man and a woman. Listen. People get into arguments. Mm-hmm. Whether you husband or wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, people get into arguments. Because sometimes we go below the belt. We got to come back and apologize. Yes. We wear each other out behind closed doors. But I do feel like once we get in front of people, cameras, girl, we're going to have to really, you can't talk to me any kind of way in front of these people. Now, if you got something to say, you can wait till we get back to the house to say it.
In the car, wherever.
on, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Toya, the way that she talks to Eugene, it just be like, girl.
When I had Jazz on yesterday, she read a post that she saw from a Facebook group, and I hadn't thought about this. They said that Toya, it felt to them like, but Toya, the way she talked about him was unacceptable, but it was like, it was unacceptable the whole way around because the game she wanted to play revolved around physical activity. And Eugene has expressed on the show before that he's insecure about his body. And then she made the comment, so everybody will be able to take their shirt off on the couples trip. If I can't imagine if my spouse had said that to me.
And this is the thing. Toya, one, yes, whatever activity you're trying to play, most of the people don't want to participate.
No.
Like when I look at the people who might be active, Jackie is an active woman. We've seen Jackie work out like a girl, like she girl. Jackie works out, you know, King might play, Quad might, but for the most part, Curtis not about to get up there and jump through no hula hoops. Cecil not about to get up there and jump through no hula hoops. Dr. Eugene, he works 7 days a week. He don't feel like jumping through no hula hoops.
Right.
So it's like, not only do you throw these digs at Eugene, but then you have control issues because you want to play this game that Quad is kept. Nobody really wants to play. Girl,
We're supposed to be at a kickback.
We just want to eat, drink. You get mad, now they just want to sit around and eat a drink and look at ass all day. you purchased the ass?
When Heavenly said his dick all out.
Right. Like, you have these people come here to prance around in bathing suits, and then you get mad because all they want to do is eat, drink, and look at ass. What you thought was going to happen when you had walking around here with a two-piece bikini on?
Half naked. Like, come on. Yes, I'm looking. Girl, bring me some chicken. Like, you got Simone in here looking at the man. You got the men out here looking at the girl. Like, what do you thought was going to happen? Now, anyways, but I love Married to Medicine. How did you feel? I agreed with this is one thing I agreed with Dr. Jackie on. Almost like Toya was coming back to herself and was embarrassed, so now she had to find a reason to actually be mad, and she tried to get it off the back of Heavenly, because I have to say I actually agreed with Heavenly. She was just saying, Toya, don't do that, or this. Like, she wasn't really trying to go there with Toya.
I felt the same way. I felt that Toya was embarrassed, and she tried to use Heavenly to take some of the heat off of her. Heavenly really didn't even say anything.
No.
She was telling you basically to shut up, call him daddy. Like, Toya, no.
And make it a joke. She was trying to joke.
Right. Heavenly was trying to, if anything, stop you from going where you were going, but you didn't want to listen.
You put your foot on the gas, baby, and took it to a whole nother level.
You put your foot on the gas. And now that you're embarrassed because not only did you just basically like say your husband is not a leader. After he worked like a dog. Okay.
She said the leader of your house. I said, oh my gosh.
Girl, you said this not only in front of your coworkers / friends, but you also had your real friends there. Like, that was a real live pool party. And girl, you cutting up and acting a fool in front of at least 40 people. Like, girl, and then now you realize you look crazy, and now you want to try to throw it on Heavenly and Dr. Mimi.
Yes. And I already feel like low-key Dr. Mimi don't like Toya. There's something about Mimi being around Toya. It almost feels like Mimi is holding her, like, here we go. You like when you around a group of people and it's just one, and you like, I feel like Mimi tries with Toya. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something that irks. There's something about Toya that irks Dr. Mimi.
I feel like that's how Jackie is. Dr. Jackie is with Toya. I don't think Dr. Jackie likes Toya.
At all, and never has.
And never has.
Yeah.
Girl, if you even look at the seasons, girl, Dr. Jackie barely. I think this season is the most I've ever seen Dr. Jackie and Toya talk. And that's because, girl, Toya walking up to Dr. Jackie.
You mentioned that before. You said they don't even interact.
They don't even interact on camera. Jackie don't say nothing to Toya. And when they do interact, it's usually like, I remember one time, like, Toya and Jackie got into an argument. Remember, I think they were at Mariah's house or somebody's house, Heavenly's house, and she pulled Toya in the bathroom.
Yes.
to talk to her. But for the most part, when they do talk, it's just
Yes.
it's either like an argument. Like this season, it was because of what she said about Curtis on Watch What Happens Live. But I don't think Dr. Jackie likes Toya. I think she
No.
deals with Toya because that's her coworker.
Right.
But other than that,
I
I
agree
think the
with
way
that.
I think the way that Doctor somehow looks at Quad, I think that's how Dr. Jackie
Ooh.
looks at Toya.
So you think that that Simone really doesn't see it for Quad?
I don't think she sees it for Quad. Maybe they can get back on the right track. I know they posted a video the other night of all the ladies dressed up in pajamas and onesies and all that. But baby,
to me, if I truly like you and love you, we don't keep having the same issue
girl,
for 6 and 7 years.
literally the same issue. Girl,
Like-
the same problem.
Like
The same problem.
over and over and over again. Like what? We're grown now. We can make our own decisions. So what is this thing that we keep running into? And then we got Dr. Contessa just lifting weights and screaming the whole season. Like,
Dr. Contessa, let me pull on Dr. Contessa's wig just
please pull.
Dr. Contessa trying to throw shade at Brandy and her husband's dinner, right? Now, last time I checked, anytime anybody had something to say about your marriage or your husband, girl, you was almost ready to throw head. Now, Heaven do got a smart ass mouth. I'm not gonna take that away. But I'm just saying that it is rich coming from Dr. Contessa. She has so much to say about what this man did for his wife. We got to keep saying thank you. Do we need to pray him? Do we need to thank him or thank the chef or whatever she said? But when somebody has something to say about you and Scott and how he shows up, then we have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, they were telling me in my comments that they just think that Scott has a good work-life balance.
Ooh.
And that it just appeared, because I was like, Scott comes across as lazy to me. But somebody was like, no, he just has a good work-life balance, and because Contessa is so ambitious, it appears as though. But like, girl, like Contessa, you got to plan your own party, which is okay, but you had a problem with it.
Yes.
You act like you don't have a problem with it. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Is not that you have to do your own party. The problem is that you really don't like the fact that you have to plan your party, and now you're taking it out on Brandy because Brandy's husband at least paid for the dinner. Contessa tried to act like, also another thing too, not to go all off, but Contessa tried to act like Scott paid for that party.
Yes.
Did you catch that?
Yes. She made.
If that was the case, you would have said that from out the gate. Contessa threw that in there at that dinner party.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She literally, because she did not say that from the beginning.
No,
because
she would have said it.
She would have said it to Toya when she said, "Guess how much this."
Scott, Scott is paying for the party. That's what you would have said right out the gate.
At the gate.
But she didn't say it until that dinner happened. Because now you want to try to, like, I guess, one up Brandy. I don't know. Like, it was giving like Contessa, girl.
But what made it so cringy to me, and not just like, girl, is because the day of the party that you planned and paid for, Brandy came to help you set up, and you tried to give her marriage advice based off the fact that you had to plan your own party.
That's another good example. Yes. You literally sat there in the middle of that building. I'm so happy you brought that up. You literally sat there in the middle of that building giving Brandy marriage advice, even though she's been married for 10 years. That's a long ass time to be married.
Yes.
Even though she's been married for 10 years, you were trying to give her marriage advice based off of the fact that, girl, you have to throw your own party.
And you sitting at my party.
You pissed off that I have to throw my own party, pay for my own party. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say it. But don't act like you're not upset about it when you know you're upset about it.
You made it very clear for me, because that's what it is. You're upset about it, acting like you want, and that's the problem. Boom, you just broke it down. 1,000%.
If Contessa just would have straight up said, I'm paying for my own party because I want to, it is what it is, it's not that big of a deal, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But it's a big of a deal because you know, and you throwing stuff out there like, I've always wanted to have a party and I thought somebody would do it for me, but nobody ever did it for me. So, like, you're throwing stuff out there to let us know that you wanted Scott to really step up to the plate and throw you a party. You're having conversations with Brandy in the middle of the building. You see what I'm saying? Like, you really wanted Scott to throw you a party so you could say my husband threw me a party. Or at least, girl, he wrote the check for 40,000, girl. But then you want to take it out on Brandy because what's this? A couple of thousands of dollars for a dinner, girl. This doesn't impress me.
And your building's still not done. You should have spent a couple of thousand. You should have spent a couple of thousand. And I didn't think there was nothing wrong with Brandy saying, I'm gonna call all y'all are here. Because he wanted her to go. And the point for me was he wanted her to go enjoy herself. I'm gonna keep the kid. You go, you deserve this. Go enjoy yourself.
It's like, I don't know. It's what Contessa, I think Contessa was just hating. I think Contessa was just bothered. Girl, let me tell you something.
Say it.
Let me tell you something. Girl, if you called my phone and said my husband wanted to take us out for my birthday, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm asking you, girl, where we going?
Okay.
I'm not turning down no meal or no drinks.
Come on. And Heavenly and her messy self, she played this scene good. She was like, he said I can have all the drinks I want. But then when Contessa was being shady, the way she started laughing and high-fiving, I said, you know what?
Girl, I don't know. Contessa just came across as a hater to me.
Yes, and I don't like to. I'm like you. I don't want to put a label on somebody if I truly don't feel it, because it's easy to say you're a hater, you're this or you're that. In that moment, she was a hater.
She was, and it's based off of everything that has led up to this moment. From you talking to Brandy in the middle of the building, from you basically low-key complaining about having to pay for your own party, how you wanted someone to throw you a birthday party. It's led up to this moment. And now we get to this lady, your friends, you know, I guess you just met the girl, but we get to your coworker's birthday party, a birthday dinner. Now I would be so unimpressed with this. This like, oh my God.
I could not believe that. Like, Contessa, you look crazy.
Yeah, she looked crazy to me. She did. It just gave hater vibes. It just did, like, you're really upset that your husband didn't step up to the plate and throw something for you, and her husband said, I want you to take your girls out and I'll pay. And that's bothering Contessa.
And to me, depending on where they ate, that bill could be 40,000 with all of it.
Okay. Because the girls start ordering, girl, Casamigos in 1942, knowing damn well. Now hold up now. Okay. Now don't get it twisted. My man is paying. But girl, now your taste buds. Now
you got some parameters.
Right. Now you found out my man paying for the birthday party. Now you want to order steaks and lobster in 1942.
I did that for court one year. I invited a group of my friends, and I knew, I was like, I'm paying for out of the money that I have, and I was like, let me make sure. Let me just make sure I do the math.
Okay, because the girl started having rich taste buds now all of a sudden, girl.
You may never ate that before, but okay. But I made sure I had it, but I was like, okay. You know, Simone, Cecil, the boys, and then the aftermath of that live that they did.
Okay. Girl, don't get me worked up. Okay, girl. I just have this to say. I thought that was one of the realest moments. Moments like that is why I love reality TV. Because I thought that was a real moment. I think a moment like that is what's missing from reality TV.
Come on.
Right? Yeah. That's her child. I get it. I'm not mad at Simone for spazzing out. I completely understood. If I ain't never had Simone back on a crash out, it was definitely that moment.
Mm-hmm.
$60,000 to spend on a credit card is a lot of money.
In a year, you spending $5,000 a month, and on what?
Especially for somebody who ain't even got no job.
Come on. And you've been in school longer than your 4 years, and not on purpose.
I think if Michael had approached the conversation trying to meet Dr. Simone halfway, I think it would have went completely different. But he did kind of approach the conversation as entitled, as I don't give a F, right? Even when she said, let me go get my iPad so we can go over these numbers. Don't say nothing I don't like because I'm going to give your food to the dog.
I thought that was so, like, that would have changed. Who you talking to?
Okay. I said, okay. Okay. And then even just his act, like, most people don't even make $60,000 in a year. and you're spending $60,000 of my money. If Simone's credit card is $60,000, that's okay because she got to pay the credit card bill.
Come on.
One of the things that upset me about that scene was Cecil. I'm not a parent, so let me just put that out there. Yes, there are going to be moments between a mother and a father where they parent differently. Mm-hmm. Where you might have this idea, I might have this idea, and girl, we might clash because we got two different ideas.
Yes.
But I think in some situations, you should just have the person's back, especially if it's something about finances. And it appears as though Simone is the one who brings in the bulk of the money. Mm-hmm. But even if the roles were reversed and Cecil brought in the bulk of the money, if I'm saying that our son spending $60,000 on a credit card is a problem, then it's a goddamn problem.
It's a problem.
And I need you to have my back and not try to explain to me what he mean and what he want to do for me. And no.
He thinks about it every single day. Well, what's thinking? Thinking is doing nothing because he's still spending it. For you to say he's thinking about ways to help because he feels bad, but yet asking for a car and law school.
That's how you help, by paying for your own shit. I don't need you to give me nothing because you can't get, like in the grand scheme of things, you can't give me anything.
Nothing.
You don't have anything to give me.
Yeah.
I need you to be a grown man and start to take care of yourself. And in real life, I hate to go on a whole rant. The position, I don't think that Michael understands the position that he has been put in.
Come on.
When you really think about it, Michael, you have a car, no car note, no car insurance. You lived, no rent, no mortgage. You were in a condo rent-free, no electricity bill. Your mama and daddy coming over to clean up for you. Michael has no debt.
Come on.
You have been able to get a credit card and just swipe it, and build up $60,000 worth of debt. Michael, when I tell you have a head start, your mama has put you in a position where you are good.
Yes.
And it's to the point now where you should stand up and be a man and start to eventually take care of yourself. I don't give a damn if you come from, and in real life, Simone is rich for Atlanta, but Simone ain't just this wealthy like Kathy Hilton. And I think Michael has it in his head where my mama might have a few $1 million in her account that I can just splurge and spend money. Simone is not in a position where she can just hand out hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Especially when I'm taking care of myself, low-key taking care of your daddy, low-key taking care of my other son, and taking care of you. Mm-hmm. And then Simone is first generational wealthy. Simone did not come from a life where like she just comes from money. Simone might even be paying some of her family members' bills.
Come on.
She might be giving her sister, bro, I don't know anything about it. I'm just saying. Like, we don't know the money that Simone is handing out outside of taking care of her immediate family.
That's a good point.
I think that when I look at these rich kids, your parents being rich, right? That does not give you an excuse to be a bum. It puts you in a position so you do have a head start over me, you, and everybody else.
Yes.
It does give you access to rooms that I might not have access to, or it's going to take me a minute. Riley, being Candy Burris' daughter, she can get on a reality show.
Come on.
Paris Hilton can go off in the sunset and become a millionaire because Kathy Hilton is her mama and Rick is her daddy. Jaden Smith can go off and make his own money because his daddy is Will Smith and his mama is Jada Pinkett Smith. It puts you in a position to make your own money. It does not put you in a position for me to take care of you for the rest of your life. You still got wrong.
I like how you put that. It puts you in a position to make money.
Yes. And it puts you in a position where you might not have to go through the stuff that the regular person has to go through. You might hear 2 no's where Rodney and Taria and the other girls might have to hear 45 no's.
Cool. Come on. Yeah.
Like, it does not give you permission to be a bum. And I feel like that's the route that Michael is going, where when he told Simone to her face, basically, my mom makes money. your mom couldn't provide for you. Like, girl,
Now you talking about right? What?
Michael, your mother has done. That's why when she says I've given you everything that I can give. Girl, your mother has put you in a great position. You have no debt. You ain't paid rent. You ain't got no car note. You ain't got no school debt.
And he owns property because they bought that condo.
Yes, yes. Like the least you can do to pay your mother back is to start to take care of yourself. That's it.
And he didn't even come with a plan. I could maybe consider and concede, Mom, I do want another card. We talked about it. You said you were willing. I will keep my car. Can I take the money you were going to give me to put towards law school so that I don't have any debt, or so that I can get less loans and try to pay them off as I'm in school? Something.
Come on.
You want a car and law school paid for.
And don't want to hear about you spending $60,000 in a year. Sure.
And then going to bring up white people to my face?
Sure. Michael didn't even try to meet her halfway. He didn't.
Nope.
Like I said, he could have approached that conversation like you said. Mama, instead of me getting a new car, I'll just keep my Jeep. And what about the money you were going to spend for my car? What about you just pay for the first or second year or whatever? Like, he didn't even try to meet the lady halfway.
No.
It started out with, don't come in here saying that I don't want to hear because I'll put your food in front of the dog. Girl, what?
When I did my review, I was in Florida, me and my kids and Corey, and then my mom and dad, my two brothers and my brother's wife and son. We did a family vacation together in Florida, had a good time. And I was like, I want to do this review. I'm doing the review and my kids are sitting in the living room. I almost got mad at them. I said, Trey, that's not your child.
Okay. Right.
Like, how dare you? Like,
yeah. It comes a point, and like I don't have kids, and I don't want none, thank God. But it comes a point where even if your kids and I'm not asked to be here, your parent will always be your parent, and your parents should always parent you, even if you're 50 and they 70. But it comes a point where there are certain things that you should not have to expect from your parents
at all.
And I think that once we get to the point where we're grown, yes, Michael is only like 21, 22. So he's just not like this, 30-year-old man. But it comes to a point where certain things are expected out of you when you're an adult.
Yeah.
And I think taking care of yourself to a certain degree is expected.
Yeah. I 1,000%.
It's okay for you to listen. Baby, we all fall on hard times, right? It's okay for you to be like, hey, mama, I'm kind of short on cash.
Come on.
Can you loan me this? But at least I know you're trying to take care of yourself. It'll be easy for me to be like, oh, okay. But when you just kind of just like, I spent $50,000.
My mom told me when I was younger, it makes me want to help you when I see you trying to help yourself.
I really think that's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
When people see you trying to help yourself, they want to help you. Like, oh my God, like, girl, they really trying. They doing, boots to the ground. Like, But it makes it difficult when you kind of approach it like Simone said. Like Michael did come across as entitled to that conversation.
To her money.
Kind of like.
Last thing, and this sent me in a way that I started laughing. When Simone talked about her dying, and so Cecil said, God, he could take you today, or it can't happen.
He sure did. He sure did. He sure did.
This show, I'm not gonna lie, Dr. Heavenly caused me to stop watching it last year because she just enraged me and I can't hate watch stuff. But then I started again. Last season, I caught up a little bit. And then I said, you know what? I've got to look at it like Married to Medicine, although there's certain cast members that I don't necessarily see it for, but they take me on an emotional roller coaster, which is what you want, because they can also all make me laugh at certain points.
Right.
So I have to give that to them, which is why it has always been one of my favorite shows.
Right.
Because of it. So I am mad at myself because I kept you so long, which means you'll have to come back because I need to talk to you about Salt Lake City. So you'll have to come back so we can get into Salt Lake City. So Rodney, I know the people know where to find you, and I know we're supposed to say this, but I know y'all know where. I don't want to be insulting when I say it. However, if there's somebody that doesn't know Rodney the Voice, let everybody know where they can find you.
All things Rodney the Voice, YouTube, Rodney the Spell the Ghetto Way, THA. Okay, not THE. It's Rodney the Voice. Also, Patreon, Rodney the Voice #1. Yeah.
Oh yes, and I'm glad you said that because when you launched it, I said I needed to subscribe because there's only a few people I had to unsubscribe. I was like, this money every month, and I ain't listening to y'all, but I need to subscribe. I will be coming over there to support because you know I love your video. I told you I'll be in bed listening to Rodney, and Corey will be like, "Oh, you listening to Rodney?" And then when he started using the phrase "quiet as it's kept," I said, "You be listening to Rodney too."
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, thank y'all so much for watching with us. Again, if you watch the channel, y'all know I quote Rodney. One of my favorite sayings from last season of Potomac is, and you let her call your daughters a pack of horse. I just referenced that.
Because, girl, I'm going to say that I'm going to be done. Girl, Giselle sat down and let me basically call her daughters a pack of horse to her face. Girl,
I literally just mentioned. I forget.
That was Mia.
Yes.
Mia. Girl,
yes. And you still don't have the smoke for her that you had. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Yes. But y'all, thank y'all so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hype the video if you have hypes left. As always, y'all know I appreciate y'all. I don't take y'all for granted. I love our community. And I will talk to y'all later. See y'all.
Bye.